2020, yeah. VVS, Clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Wait. Don't red. Hey, switch gears. Gun.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Cook, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Monday. Red. Bravo. Roger, 5-0.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. A deep ball for Dotson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51.
Yo, we own them. Red.
Get one. Hey, Mike 51.
Here's Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he he goes. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Gun. Look at the hot set. Wait.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I can't believe that you play. I can't believe that you let you play.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, it's Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Echo. 80.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Behind, Jeff, Wayne. Block 80. Red. Check 52.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On the carry, it's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Love. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. On first down, here's Love. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Is he running a wildcat on me? Nigga, you done
They
lost
try
your
to run on
goddamn
first
mind.
down,
You
but this
better handle
defense
your
says no
motherfucking
dice.
mind.
They stop him a
Wildcat on
couple
me.
yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Shaking my damn head. The level of disrespect.
Check.
You must be feeling comfortable with the run. We finna shut this shit down. Yeah, change your little play. You got me all the way fucked.
Flacco will use the arm this time. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Cook has it left side. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
From midfield now, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 17, Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal. Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game. And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one. Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. But a soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Flacco from the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Break his fucking neck.
Oh, yeah!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Flacco.
Oh, we gotta
it's
take
knocked
that
away
shit.
And incomplete.
We
He
know
was
who
looking
we
for
wanna
Adam
go
Thielen
to.
there. And it's third down.
Take this bullshit off.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Monday, yes!
Whip. Watch the whip.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on fourth
I think
down.
he's trying to milk some clock.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. Bailey's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Inside give to Ham, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, high 7.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. They can't hang with us.
But Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Monday.
You got nothing today.
From the gun, Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Haskins will throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne.
I want to be just a little bit stronger right there, baby.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and
Won't be
start
no extra
over.
spinning
But
going on,
if
buddy.
they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man, you ain't getting this shit off.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down
trying
after
to
a short
look me out
pickup.
here.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining
trying to
in
look
quarter
me,
number
boy.
2. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. A deep ball for Dotson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I guess I should have went all the way out and then came back in because Griffin tried to close in.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Love again. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Harrison Smith, you slow
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You're over here, you're over here. Hey, orbit. Watch the back,
Flacco looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
He's steady trying me.
And he stopped up short of first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Whatever the fuck that play is, that shit ain't going to work on me.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Let's go. Let's do it. Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Is that what you think?
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it complete to Thompson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hell nah.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back end of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Get it to him in space. Let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
See, I was going to say this shit for the playoffs, but you going to make me coming out and bring it out, Jack. Okay, press him. Now watch this. Press him.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
Oh, he got position.
It's
he
an
got
interception.
position.
Picked off at the 16.
That was a good pick.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
Yeah,
and right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, yellow. Hey, seam 6.
Passing play. Flacco. Yeah, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Undercrush. No.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Open man is through, and it's complete.
Fuck, I should have jumped off the fucking safety.
32-yard play on 3rd. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. So we got me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Flacco. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down,
he won't do nothing.
Cook. And
his
he
running
is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we return welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Hey, Monday.
Rush in. Rush 61. Matchbox lights.
Flacco off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play. First down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
At the Redskins' 5-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They try again with Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Check 53. Here we go, here we go. Watch the eyes.
To pass, Flacco.
Come on.
He can't avoid the pressure.
Bring your
Redskins get
ass here,
there.
boy.
Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Staying on the ground, it's Love. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 53.
Merry-go-round looking ass boy.
Hey, Charlie.
Fuck you think you playing?
Gun.
You ever in your life try some shit like that? You tried that Wildcat bullshit.
53 is the mic.
Boy, you fucked up.
Flacco going for the deep ball.
Nigga.
Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That nigga tried to hit me with a ring around
secondary's
the
done such a
rosy.
good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Why he throw it like that? The turnover they needed, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
Get his motherfucking ass out of here.
Both know it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
I hope he hurt for the rest of the goddamn season.
It comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Come on, nigga.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd and 9.
Come on,
Flacco.
nigga.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
Come on, nigga.
No.
Motherfucker, no.
Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Redskins deep. Turn the fuck up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Shotgun handoff to Thompson.
We just want a burst.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's one time out. Good playing, motherfucker. This motherfucker tried so many different plays I ain't never seen in my life.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Love. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20.
Motherfucker.
10, touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Nigga, see you in the playoffs.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick
Watch
the extra point winds up
this
successful.
You remember this team, boy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This field
they ask you what team beat your ass, you tell them the Skins. Come here.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already,
what you gonna do now?
They rely more on the
what
ground game.
What the fuck are you going to do now besides
change
piss me
things
off?
Offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Is that how you got 5 wins?
Here now
doing
is
them trickery ass plays? Well, you motherfucking bet your match now, motherfucker.
Flacco.
Oh, that was a
His It's complete. Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Okay, wise guy.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to let it fly.
He threw it to the wrong one.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Motherfucker. Good plan,
they go pass again with Flacco.
What are you going to do? Oh, that's what you're going to do.
He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Now what?
The Vikings on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Let's not play by Diggs.
But now what?
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
You're running out of time. Don't let me set up my defense. You're running out of time.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And that'll be
incomplete.
We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Trying to save him.
So flag for the contact.
Trying to save him.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one.
What's this nigga reckon? Bring your ass on.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And this is going to be
caught.
He won the fight for the football. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Once more, it's Flacco. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
You got how many timeouts?
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Okay. He going for it? Okay. This nigga is up to something. He's trying to get the win.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Flacco.
Oh, shit.
He's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
30 seconds. What would you do? What else
so
would
with
you
it
do
even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Time,
fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Fellas.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 10% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's across for the touchdown.
Motherfucker, I don't care about you moving and flinching. Like you gonna come and stop me. You can't stop me. Motherfucker. Bryce Love for fucking president.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
He flinching and jugging back and shit. Like that's supposed to stop me from coming your direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm coming right to you. Like the speed of fucking light.
The end zone.
Come on.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Fuck. Like I not supposed to be hesitant to come to you because you're flinching with your little
They might be
linebacker.
thinking this
You
is
think I give a
close to
fuck
a
about
lost
your
cause here.
linebacker?
Got to play it out. What do
Bringing
they
that
need
little
to do?
trickery, stupid shit on. I keep telling you about this
they
dumb
can't get
ass.
ahead of
Oh shit, he
themselves.
almost got
They
it.
know that they
Oh,
need to
that
score quickly,
motherfucker got it.
Two-score game.
onside kick and get the ball back, and
You
then score
stupid
again.
fuck.
But they can't worry about the
Pass
last 2
it the
points.
first one.
And he does take it in
Wait a
for the
minute, how the fuck he
touchdown.
gonna come and hold me
But
like that?
on the field, and I don't think
I
this is
call
going to
pass
stand.
referee.
Well, don't put the points on the board just yet.
You stupid fuck. Okay.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal
Oh, you
now
gonna
to
get
get
your little
within a
field
score.
goal?
This to get it back to a one-score
Gonna fuck
game.
around and make me run it back
And
on
this
your
will
ass.
split
90
the
yards.
uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is
Flinching with your
back down to a
linebacker like I'm
7-point
supposed to
game.
give a flying fuck.
So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal
You
department.
think I
And
care
it's so
about your
important for any
linebacker?
offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much
You think
counting
I
on
give a
3
fuck
points
about
going
your
up on the board.
linebacker is what
And
I'm
that's
saying.
why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it
Nah,
was executed
flinch
well.
with the
It wasn't a
motherfucker
bad
now.
kick. It wasn't
Where
anything
your
like
dumb
that.
ass
Just
at?
that the normal
Where
outcome
you at?
actually came to play.
Oh, there you
Analytics
go.
will tell
You
you
flinching
it's
with
a
him.
very
Okay, there you go.
low
You right there, right?
possibility of
Right?
getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
motherfucker.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the
See?
numbers, baby. It's a new
See?
game now.
They don't lie. On first down, it's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time
Drop
they
your
get him
book,
behind
nigga.
the
This shit
line.
is over.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that
flinching
gets
on
the
the
ink in the
linebacker like
headlines
I'm
tomorrow.
supposed to
And for
curl.
good reason.
Give a
They forced
flying
5
fuck
turnovers
about
in
your
this game.
linebacker.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking
See
about
you in
when we
the
did our
playoffs,
training
partner.
camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense
Now,
got
that's a
together,
well-balanced game.
everyone was doing ball
139,
drills.
227
Defensive
on the
linemen,
ground.
linebackers,
That's
secondary,
well-balanced.
because
I
they
do
understood
5
how
picks,
vital
but
it was to take the football
we'll
away.
get there.
And they wanted every opportunity. When
We
the
just
ball
wanna
was not
send
free,
niggas off the
they want
field
all those
looking
guys
like
to be
these guys.
familiar
Look at 'em.
with touching the ball
Look at 'em. Look
so
at
they can pick
Flacco.
up the fumble or get the
You don't know what the
interception.
fuck
And we
going
saw
on.
it pay
What
off
just
in this one
happened to
here.
him?
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
Fuck.
So for Washington, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to
We get a
prepare
bye.
to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for
Red,
Minnesota,
see you soon.
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they
held my
head
guy
to
down in
KC
the first half,
to
though, I ain't
take
gonna
on the
lie.
Chiefs.
But let me see. That's all we need. 200, baby. 19 carries for 200 yards. That's all we need. We ain't asking for much. 3 touchdowns. Add that to his stats. I'm out of here.